This video might just change how you see some of the biggest stars of the golden age of Hollywood. Sure, we love their films, but behind the curtain, many of these icons had some seriously problematic attitudes toward women. Buckle up, because we're counting down the top 10 misogynistic old Hollywood actors. First up, we have Errol Flynn. This actor was basking in his glory as a swashbuckling hero in the 1940s when he found himself buried in a scandal that made everyone question his reputation. It all started when two teenage girls came forward and accused Errol Flynn of abusing them sexually. This came as a shock to his fans and people who admired him, but little did they know that it was only the beginning. A can of worms had been opened, and there was no going back. On the surface, Flynn was a beloved actor, famous for his dashing looks and adventurous roles. But off-screen, he was a completely different person. He had a notorious reputation for his hedonistic lifestyle. People who knew about his personal life claimed that he didn't value women. He was rumored to have been involved in numerous affairs and faced multiple allegations of sexual misconduct, especially with underage girls. Reports from those who knew him indicated he often viewed women as mere conquests, reflecting a blatant disregard for their autonomy. Next on our list is John Wayne. If there was one thing everyone knew about John Wayne, it was the fact that he was blunt when it came to sharing his opinions. As someone who once said, "I believe in white supremacy," and went ahead to call African Americans irresponsible, it is no surprise that he also had strong opinions about women. The quintessential American cowboy, Wayne was beloved for his tough guy persona, but he wasn't shy about sharing his views on women, often making comments that many believed to be downright sexist. In interviews, he allegedly dismissed the capabilities of women in both professional and personal spheres, embodying a patriarchal mindset that many found troubling, even at the time. Next up, we have the charismatic Clark Gable. It was rumored that Clark Gable got actress Loretta Young pregnant, and instead of taking responsibility, he denied it, leaving her to raise the child alone. This incident led many to believe that Gable did not value women. Besides this well-known story, Gable was known for his numerous affairs, treating relationships as fleeting. Although he respected certain women in his life, his lifestyle gave people the impression that he had little respect for women. While there may not be concrete proof of his misogyny, some contemporaries reveal that he often treated women as secondary to his fame. Humphrey Bogart. He was charming, talented, and every lady's dream man, but what a lot of people didn't know was that he had a dark side that often surfaced in his relationships. The tough-talking detective of film noir, Bogart had a penchant for jealousy in his relationships. He often exhibited a possessive nature, struggling with the idea of women as equals. When he was married to Mayo Method, it was rumored that he was controlling and possessive of her. His tumultuous marriages were marked by control and manipulation, painting a picture of a man who wanted to dominate rather than partner. Jack Nicholson. Known for his devil-may-care attitude, Nicholson wasn't shy about bragging about his many affairs. He often treated relationships as trophies, and the fact that many women were swooning over him didn't make things any better. His cavalier attitude towards love and commitment made it clear that he had little respect for women beyond the surface level. Next is James Cagney. For this actor, his art imitated his reality. Cagney's on-screen characters often embodied misogynistic ideals. Off-screen, he mirrored these attitudes, with stories from his peers revealing that he held similarly dismissive views of women in real life. This duality of character and personality shows just how ingrained these attitudes were in Hollywood. Marlon Brando. The rebellious star was groundbreaking in many ways, but his relationships with women were complicated, to say the least. An instance that contributed to the perception of Marlon Brando as misogynistic was his tumultuous relationship with actress Rita Moreno. In her memoir, Moreno revealed that Brando had an affair with her while he was still married, and he later manipulated her emotionally, which left her feeling used. Brando often expressed views that undermined women, and his personal life was filled with chaotic relationships that reflected a troubling dynamic. His genius as an actor doesn't erase the fact that he often fell short in treating women as equals. Dean Martin. To many, one of Dean Martin's hit songs, "Baby It's Cold Outside," is sexist and offensive to women. His persona was built on suave humor, but much of that humor was rooted in sexism. Martin often joked about women in ways that reinforced negative stereotypes, treating relationships lightly and having numerous affairs that suggested a lack of commitment and respect. Robert Mitchum. Known for his rugged demeanor, Mitchum had a troubled past that included allegations of domestic abuse. His tough guy image often extended to his personal life, where he viewed women through a lens of dominance rather than partnership. This troubling behavior reflects a deeper issue in Hollywood's portrayal of masculinity. Mickey Rooney. Mickey Rooney's relationships often reflected a troubling disregard for women. His tumultuous marriage to Ava Gardner highlighted this aspect of his character. Gardner revealed that Rooney was unfaithful during their marriage, even going so far as to sleep with other women in their matrimonial bed while she was hospitalized. This behavior illustrated not only his lack of respect for Gardner, but also a broader pattern of misogyny, suggesting that he did not value the emotional or physical sanctity of his relationships with women. Such actions contributed to a reputation that viewed him as dismissive of women's dignity and autonomy. So there you have it, 10 of Hollywood's brightest stars who, beneath the surface of glamour and charm, displayed deeply misogynistic attitudes. Which of these actors were you surprised to see on the list? Let us know in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into Hollywood history.